I think we are live. Fist bump, okay. Fist bump. All right. Well, I'm going to bring the comments up. No, you rock. Let me know if my voice is a little hot. That sounded a little hot. That might be a little hot. All right. I'll bring that back a hair. No, you rock. All right.
He does rock.
Yeah, thank you. That's much appreciated. All right. Here we go. See, now we can see ourselves. And so now there are the people. And there we are right there. Yeah, the people. Yeah. My people.
I hope.
Oh, I could do that all night. What's up, dudes? Thank you so much for tuning in. This is my friend Chris. Chris, thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Thank you for inviting me. It's
I really appreciate it. We were trying to get some vocals going for him, but we're having technical difficulties. But we're going to just use the lav mics and just do some playing. Just to get it out of the way really quickly, Chris is from... a band called Lotus Land, right?
Lotus Land.
The Lotus Land Band is the website.
Yes.
Yeah. And you got to check it out because his Geddy Lee, I'm gonna come out and say it. I think your Geddy Lee is, it might be a little bit better than Geddy Lee's Geddy Lee these days. I mean, and
read the comments.
And I'll tell you why. You're just a younger guy.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying, and your voice is just a little bit stronger.
Well,
where he's getting older,
that.
and I think he's, it's good. But
yeah.
No.
But I mean, to write that stuff, and I mean.
Well, that's just it.
Yeah.
It's
the man walks on water.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, amazing stuff.
But I appreciate the
Yeah. So who do we got on here? We got all the regular Showman Blues. We got Will. We got Peter Brown. No, you rock, Peter. And got Tactical 6 String. Got Dennis, Mr. BHB Jr., of course. He's always here.
Oh.
And, of course, Dennis. So let's let the folks know a little bit more about yourself. You're in Lotus Land Band, which is a Rush. Would you say it's a tribute band?
I would say it's a tribute band. Yeah. I don't know. I think.
Well, you don't dress up.
We don't.
Right.
No.
Right.
That's
That's next level.
Yeah. That was just there's not much. Different in that than you're 10 years old dressing up like your favorite superhero for a trick or treat.
Right.
I'm not taking it. I'm a musician. I happen to love playing this stuff.
Right.
I just want to do as good a job as I can, and we all have a great time.
Sure.
Just celebrate the band. The band's incredible.
No, Rush is just one of those bands. I want to say it was probably Spirit of the Radio.
Okay.
Was the first song I heard by them.
Okay.
That sort of actually made the radio.
Yeah.
And because that was on Permanent Waves,
That's
right? And then Moving Pictures came after that, and that was the big breakthrough, right? That was the huge breakthrough with
that's right.
Tom Sawyer and
Limelight, YYZ, Red Barchetta.
Red Barchetta, exactly. Sure. Right. Yeah, that was their huge record. So I was probably maybe 16. Do you remember when you first heard Rush?
It was around that time. Yeah. And friends were playing it, and I was always a Zeppelin freak.
Right.
And it sounded like Zeppelin on steroids. Dare I say? I'm a huge Zeppelin fan still.
Right.
But just the rawness of a 3-piece band, and at the time the screechy vocals, it was different than anything I had heard. It just sucked me right in.
Yeah. I was lucky in that I got to see them on the Signals tour.
Oh.
And I had third row, dead center.
Oh my God!
Which
That's
we just
amazing.
lucked out. It was one of those things where,
Yeah.
if you were just in line and
Yeah.
you just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
And I just remember it might be like my fifth or sixth concert ever, you know. And so I remember standing there and just like, being so close
Yeah.
and like just dead center, third row.
Yeah.
And looking back and the big sea of people behind me,
Yeah.
this big, room of people. And I remember saying to myself, and it just goes to show how young and stupid I was, saying like, I should get tickets like this all the time.
Yeah.
It's just really good seats. It's
Yeah,
like, really?
It costs a little different these days,
right. Didn't really happen again
Yeah.
a lot.
No.
That was like my only one.
Right.
Although I think I saw Dio from front row.
Oh, did you?
And Foreigner from front
Oh, wow.
row. Yeah,
Okay.
back in the 80s.
Very
yeah.
cool.
But other than that,
Yeah.
that's about it. Yeah.
What a treat, though. I mean, I think that's probably my favorite album. That, of course, Moving Pictures. I love like that era of the band.
Right.
Permanent Waves to like Grace Under Pressure is really like the meat of what I love about that band.
Right, right.
Yeah, but Signals, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
What was their album in the late 80s? I want to say 89?
89 Presto?
Presto.
Yeah.
So I saw them on the Presto tour.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had set up a series of speakers in the theater, other than just the ones at the front, or other in the front of the room.
Okay.
So they had some on the side,
Yeah.
and they had some in the back. And
Wow.
we were sitting in the loge,
Okay.
way down,
Yeah, yeah.
just right behind the mixing board.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And when I tell you that was one of the best sounding concerts I ever
Really?
heard, because it was in quadraphonics.
Wow.
And they were mixing for it not too far from where we were sitting.
Right.
And the audio, I never heard a live show that was that like articulate and like in all the little bouncing they were doing, and they
Right,
would move
right.
the sound around in circles.
Wow.
And I was
Yeah.
like, this is like next level stuff. I
Right.
had never been to a live show where that amount of care had been taken
Yeah.
into
that's
the
amazing.
the
yeah.
sound quality.
Right. Good for you. Yeah.
I think that's just what those guys were about. They were more about this. It wasn't about a big giant show with laser,
Absolutely. Yeah.
dragons and
Yeah.
stuff. That's Dio.
Yeah, right. Their shows really did evolve into something spectacular.
Oh, they got a lot more
Yeah.
AV.
Yeah.
I'm talking like back in the 80s, though.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
pretty primitive.
Right. Even their videos are just so charmingly primitive. I mean, those early videos of like Distant Early Warning, the kid on the rocket, and those lousy effects.
Right.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
Love
Well,
it.
let's just see how many people we got hanging out with us right now. About 155.
Wow.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
So let's just get into when you start playing. You're primarily really a guitar player?
Yeah. I played guitar since I was I started taking it seriously about 12 years old, I guess.
Okay.
And I came up in some rock bands as a teenager. And I don't know if I told you, remember the old 50s doo-wop band, The Platters?
Okay.
So I played guitar for Herb Reed. He was the only original Platter still doing it. And somehow I met him and I got that gig. And
Right.
I actually went on tour with them as a guitar player for a good many years. And,
Right.
it was a great experience. Got to play with the Drifters and the Coasters. And
Wow.
yeah, the special thing was there was actually like original guys in every band at the time.
Right.
So that was a special thing.
Sure.
I had a Stratocaster, and I started having those guys and the other acts sign the Strat.
When we kill your volume there just real quick. I
Oh,
think
sure.
No, you're.
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
There we go. Sorry
When
about
you
that.
were moving the bass around, I started
Yeah.
hearing the strings clack a little bit.
Okay, but I started having these artists sign my guitar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but like a dummy, I didn't put anything on it to protect it, and it was my gigging guitar because that's where I would
Right.
see them. And
Right.
It came off, but and
Yeah.
I still have some parts of it. Anyway, I did that for a good many years, and then I came up playing this stuff, Rush and Hendrix and
Right.
Floyd, Zeppelin, of course.
Sure.
And, then the opportunity came up to do this thing.
So how does that even happen?
Yeah.
How do you? I mean, at some point, does someone say, "Wow, you really sound like Geddy Lee"?
Yeah.
And that's what, and then you say, well, maybe I can leverage that.
Exactly how it I'd be in clubs singing like Beatles and Zeppelin, or
Right.
even some U2 or whatever. And people would say, "You sound so much like Geddy Lee." I'm like, you know what? I'm a huge Rush fan. Let me see if there's some other people interested in maybe doing something. I remember I put an ad out there. I said, looking for a very casual working Rush tribute band to like open for bands, do like 45, 50-minute set, and not even do keyboards, just kind of rocking 3-piece and whatever. And I fell into this thing, these guys that were doing it and had all the keyboard gear. And they wanted me to come on as the Geddy role, so they already had that stuff. So I was able to at least learn.
Are those the guys you're with now?
Mark Dalton, the drummer, he was there.
Okay.
He was in Lotus Land before me.
Right.
And then the guitar player at the time kind of went on to something else, and we have this call him the new guy. He's been there about 9 years now. Bob Chartrand playing guitar. So
okay.
It's been us three for these good 9 years. So
right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And you play some pretty good venues.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, you're
fortunately there's a lot of good Rush fan support out there.
Yeah.
There was a treat. We just played in Ottawa a couple weeks ago, and
you're loved in Canada.
Yeah, ton of Rush fans in Canada.
Yeah. Who knew?
But no, that was great. We played. There's this event, RushCon.
Okay.
And it's usually held in Toronto, unless they used to try to align it to where the band was performing. I think they've had them in Vegas, maybe something like that, and LA. But in our case, we got to play the event 3 times up in Toronto. So what a great experience! I mean, since you're playing for just mad Rush fans from all over the world, literally.
Right.
You can dig deep. I mean, you can play all those really deep
pull
tracks.
out deep, and they love it.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
We do too.
Right.
It really breaks up what we play.
Because no matter what you pull out, someone in the audience screams at that moment, "That's my favorite song."
Oh yeah,
that's my favorite Rush song.
That's right.
No matter what you pull out,
exactly.
Someone out there,
exactly,
is going, "Yes,
exactly.
That's the one."
That's right.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Very gratifying. Yeah.
Yeah. So, 9 years with the current lineup, and how many years total? Well, how many years prior to that?
Yeah, only about maybe a little over a year. Mark and
Okay,
I were trying to. Yeah,
so it's really the current lineup.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but it's been a fantastic experience. These guys, we all do our homework, and we really, really study this stuff. If something isn't up to our bar, we're not going to break it out.
Right.
It has to be a certain standard. So.
Well, I was finding, of course, when I'm a kid, right? It's like,
Yeah.
And you're like, then you watch the thing. He goes, yes, and that's the only chord you got right.
Yeah, right.
And then,
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
And you're like, wait a second.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. I gotta hit it right.
There you go.
And you're like, oh, okay. I guess I was playing that wrong the whole time.
Yeah, he's sadly, Alex is he doesn't quite get the attention he should, because you have like Geddy Lee and Neil Peart in the band, two of the best at what they do.
Right. And very like he's sort of the glue that keeps those two like they're both puttering around like all over the place, right?
That's right.
Much more active.
Sure.
And he is just sort of the glue that sort of ties that all together.
Absolutely.
With those big chords, and he even talked about that. He said, I had to do
a lot of sustain.
I had instead of I had to do just to add that little bit more tension to make it sound a little bit bigger.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And and then it's like right, the little articulations that if you don't get it, you realize it's not quite the same,
that's
right? Then right, he hits that little dominant seventh there.
That's right. Yeah.
To pull it out.
Good job.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, I reviewed a little bit of it earlier, knowing you were coming over tonight, and I just was like, wow, I am I am way off.
Yeah.
Because, when I think as a kid,
sure.
I'm using all bar chords because that's all everybody knew.
Well,
but
me too. I mean, I grew up with these tunes, and I'm like, oh, yeah, we'll try a new tune, and I'll kind of jive through it.
Right.
And then I go to video, and I see his positioning, and I'm like, okay, that was pretty off from what I thought it was.
Right.
And then, you get your little tricks to slow down the program and really
what did we do before YouTube?
I know.
That's how you find out, it's
Nice.
because, when I'm a kid, I'm playing it down here.
Okay.
But then I see him and he's going, And I was like, oh, that's so much easier.
Right.
And it makes sense because, he's trying to do it live.
Yeah.
And,
that's right. Yeah.
It's, you overcomplicate. That was the opposite with Rush. With Rush, I was undercomplicating it.
There you go.
I was simplifying it.
Yeah.
And then when I really started to look at it, I was like, oh, wow, this is a lot more involved. These are not standard chords.
Yeah.
These are all these tension chords, to pull that stuff out.
Even to state the obvious, I think, like Geddy and Neil, their parts are just so ridiculously synced up.
Yeah.
I mean, they work that stuff out, boy. I mean,
Oh, I remember... and it was before I went and saw them on the Signals tour. I got Exit Stage Left.
Nice.
Which is just such a wonderful live album.
Yeah.
And, and it just harkens back to a time where, where I would have the time to just throw an album on and listen to it for a while.
Yeah.
And go through the whole thing. Back to back to back and all this stuff. And, when I saw them live, they were doing a lot of that material. They were doing The Trees, and Xanadu, and all those tunes from that era. Yeah. And you just get an appreciation for the level of music that's coming off the stage out of three guys.
That's right.
And so how did you transition into the keyboard stuff? Because that had to be hard.
I guess yes.
Because you're working the foot pedals.
Yeah.
You're working the keyboard.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen you live.
Oh yeah. No, we don't. Like I say, we won't bring a tune out if we're not like if it's not.
And the guitar player's hitting keyboards once in a while.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. It's just like anything. It takes some of the baseline vocal stuff. I'll start, and it seems like it's an impossible task. Like Big Money is just so. Mind, separated by hands, and the lyrics are different, the notes are different, and you're triggering stuff with your feet.
I can't even sing and play at the same time. I mean, barely. It's like I'm having an aneurysm when I try and do it. So, I mean, just even developing that skill is huge. And I know because when I was a teenager, I could do it. It's a detachment, and it feels so natural, and it's fine. Yeah. But I never really worked on it. I could do it for a couple of years in my teenage years. I could sing and play no problem at all. Right. And then I didn't develop it, and now it's like you're going to do it, and one eye starts to close. You're like, wait, because you're syncing up, and you lose it. Yeah. You lose it.
Sure. Yeah.
Now you get to Rush.
Yeah.
You're playing a very intricate bass line. Yeah. Right? Yeah. You're singing an intricate pattern. Yeah. And you're trying to put that all together. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty challenging. Did you ever wish maybe you should have been in an AC/DC cover?
Yes. Many times.
Give yourself a break.
Exactly. Just plug into an amp. Are you kidding?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a lot easier.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
But
yeah.
But that brings a whole host of other problems.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose. I mean, who do you think would be tougher on your voice?
Yeah, right. I wouldn't
because it's a little bit of screaming. He's a little more screamy.
Yeah, yeah. I like to like as far as copying an artist and doing this Rush thing.
Right.
The era I mentioned, like Permanent Waves through Grace Under Pressure. That's really like my pocket. Vocally, because I like to sing it open. I find like if you have to morph your voice into something unnatural to hit like screechy high notes, it sounds kind of cartoonish. It just doesn't sound natural, Right. But but no, that's certainly a tall order that to do his voice. Yeah. So you guys got a bunch of gigs coming up. In fact, the reason I got you over here is because I noticed that you're
And we're both, I think, busy pretty much through the end of the year.
Yeah, that's right.
This week.
Yes, that's right.
So
Yeah.
I was like, if it's going to happen, it's probably happening this week.
Beautiful.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's great. Yeah. Well, we should. We have a few Krell bars here. Let's look over here. These poor people. They're waiting. 200 people.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not bad for a quick down and dirty.
Very cool.
Easy. Maybe I can't play maybe SFB can't play YIZ. Don't make me come over there. Actually, I probably can't. It's 1, 2, 1, 2. Right?
Yep.
right.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm out.
Yeah.
Right about that point.
Do you know how they came up with that rhythm? Did you hear the story behind that? It's
because it's Morse code, right?
Yeah. For the airport YYZ in Toronto,
which is the call letters for the Toronto airport.
Yeah.
Right? YYZ.
YYZ. There you go. Nice job. Yeah.
I know my Rush.
He does.
That and I've traveled abroad.
There you go. Yeah.
They're like the zebras, and it's all Zed.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, sorry.
Right.
and their stuff. So maybe we should we'll jam a little bit.
Sure.
I mean, it doesn't have to be Rush. It could be anything. Any requests out there? Anything? Nothing? Right. Take me down, take me down.
I know this. What is this?
Dead Flowers?
Red Flowers?
Dead Flowers.
Oh, Dead Flower. Oh, okay. Okay.
By the Stones?
Oh, yes.
By a little band called the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, I've
You
heard
see,
of them.
back in the 60s. That's my Homer, right? You
Nice.
see. Limelight. I'm seeing Limelight. I'm seeing Red Barchetta.
Oh.
I don't think I know Red Barchetta.
There you go.
No, is that those the right notes, though?
It's like,
Oh, yeah. Am I hitting the right notes? No.
do it again. Yep. There you go.
And that's when the choo-choo derails. Why don't we do, there's a, what is it?
Yeah. It's,
Right?
Yeah. It's pretty close, yeah.
Probably goes to A, right?
Yeah. Eventually,
Right. Right,
Yeah. Believe it or not, that's when it's not in our regular repertoire.
Oh, really?
So even I'm like, what?
Wait, what is it again?
Yeah, we jived around at practice, but
Yeah.
we should incorporate that.
Yeah. And what else from that era? From the early stuff.
Oh gosh, the early stuff
that I could play. That means not Spirit of the Radio.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, was it here, right? It's like...
Yeah, that's right.
Right, yeah. Yeah, now that's where it gets tricky because he's really arpeggiating it, right? It's like...
Yeah, a lot of stuff. Yeah.
I think it's all
ringing a lot,
I'm just hammering it in.
Yeah.
Something like that,
That's a great part. Yeah.
Sorry.
I think he was weaned on...
I'm going to apologize right up front for that.
That sounds great.
How about... Right.
Yeah.
See, I always forget because he mixes it up a little bit there, right?
Yeah.
That and we can't go too many notes, or the sound police will get us.
Oh.
Then it's like it's this weird chord, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Then he goes. Yeah. It's that slow part, right? Halftime.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
Such
Rush,
a cool beat.
making it hard. You're making it hard.
Yeah, it's a blast playing that stuff.
You know?
To play it with other guys who study that hard.
Right.
I always say it's like rock and roll fantasy camp. You just like.
I mean, do you ever just want to walk out on stage and go like? Just pull out like some old Ted Nugent song, and people be looking at each other and going like, "What's he doing?"
Yeah. Yes, I do have that urge.
Yeah.
As a guitar player.
Yeah, right. As a guitar player, right.
We used to gig with the Platters, like I say, and we've been on some big stages, and you can't not play a Zeppelin tune. Actually, I'll boast about our own band. We fortunately we were asked to play on was it World's Greatest Tribute Bands on Access TV out in Hollywood at the Whiskey A Go Go. What a thrill. I mean, who hasn't played the Whiskey A Go Go? Your Rolling Stones.
Right.
Jimmy Page. Jimmy Page was on that stage.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, Rush, of course.
Yeah,
the Doors, Hendrix. I mean,
so are you on that Access TV?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you know what's it called again?
World's Greatest Tribute Bands, I think.
Tribute Bands.
I don't know if they're still doing the program.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a seasonal thing. They did at least, I forget what season we were on. It was about 2 years ago, I guess.
Yeah.
But what a kick. That was...
and that's when you were, that was the same year you were voted with the RushCon thing, right? Was that 2016?
Yeah, probably. Was it 2016? I forget. We had that a few times.
Yeah.
But, very nice. But that was... usually keep pretty cool for these gigs, but that one in particular, I know that we were told there was like 20 million people watching, and this is actually live.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I see like the host down there.
We got 20 million right now, right, guys?
Nice. Very good.
Guys, don't let me down. Come on, I'm counting on you. 204. Oh, we got 4 more.
Okay. Very good. Just about there.
What's up, Ken? Hey, what's up, EVH? Gear and TV. So, of course, the guy from EVH Gear and TV, he wants some Van Halen.
All right.
I mean, you know any?
Gosh, let it rip, and I'll see if I can.
Let me see. Oh, but, hold on. I'm going to need like 8 hours of sleep and a bowl of Wheaties after this one. God, my playing just sucks tonight. You're making me nervous.
You sound great.
Man, that's terrible. Well, that sucked. I gotta,
It's fun.
Sounds really good. I haven't been playing a lot lately. I'm blaming you. I'm blaming you, Eric. What about that?
My turn to suck because I have no idea what that is. It sounds great, but
it's Eric will know that one.
Oh, okay.
That's for you. What about
wow.
You of all people
I got
must know that song.
Obsession. Yeah. God, I used to play it on guitar years ago.
Yeah. I think it's F sharp.
F sharp? Oh,
or is
I'm
it
sorry.
G? Is it F sharp or is it G?
I
think it's F sharp.
Is it F sharp?
Right.
That's so heavy.
Anyway.
Yeah. That's great.
Hey, it's good. Yeah. I know. I'm killing it here. Hot for teacher. All right. See, this is what they do to me. They're like, why'd you do hot for teacher? Why, you first.
Yeah.
I could probably.
You were just playing that before we went on. So
we were.
Perfectly.
Yeah, well, let me think of some classic rock tunes here.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. This is free, right?
Yeah, that is it. This is, of course, if Van Halen played.
Oh, yeah, right.
Right. But,
wow. Driving myself nuts, that little descending
That's
line.
the Zach version. White Snake? Yeah? Remember that one?
Is this
Yeah, right. Yeah, B-A.
Oh, okay. Right. That's right.
And then it's like B.
Right.
To A, G, F. 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah. Wow.
And then it's all right, I'm warming up a little bit.
Sounds great.
Oh, I gotta atone for that earlier Van Halen mess. Guys, seriously, don't ever tell anyone about that. we gotta keep that one amongst ourselves. What about Sabbath?
Sabbath.
You ever do any
oh gosh,
any Sabbath stuff?
I have.
You know, like
oh wow.
that actually sounds pretty good with that bass tone. I start to sing and it all just that choo-choo just derails. You know, that's a good one.
That's a great.
That sounded pretty good for a second there.
Yeah, he's great. I saw him last year.
Play behind your head. When I get you at GitCon, dude. One of my GitCon buds.
Oh, nice.
Let's Dumbledore. We got a couple minutes left here. We're gonna have to end it soon, guys. I got a hard out at 9:30, slightly after 9, so probably gonna go about another 10 minutes, and then I gotta call it a night. I know it's just a quick one tonight. Maybe I'll come back later. Probably not.
Well, that's
hey, John, thanks, buddy. How about some Boston from Steve? All right. And then, I don't know it either.
Oh, man.
You know.
Yeah. Great
tunes. Jeez, I forget the line notes. Yeah. But, is it straight to G though? I almost hear da da. Woke up this morning, and then that choo-choo derails. I don't know how you do it, man. I don't know how anyone does it.
Oh, those notes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is something.
Yeah, I don't know. We still got your mic? We might have missed it here.
Oh,
there it is. Where'd your clip go? Where's Clippy? Clippy, where'd he go? You can. I got a high-tech clip here if you need it.
Oh. That'll get us through.
Oh man.
Yes.
There
Very good.
Don't look back. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, so Sean's here. Sean Tubbs is here. Now, Sean actually toured with, oh my God, it's right on the tip of my tongue, Country Girl, who won American Idol.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, God, killing me.
Not, Sean, what's his last name?
Tubbs.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway, he's a session guy, touring guy.
Oh, okay.
And he had asked for, what was the one?
Oh, Fly By Night.
Fly By Night. Yeah. All right, well, let's give Sean a couple of bars of that. Ready?
Okay.
If we can. If we can. I'm promising nothing, Sean. Ready? 1, 2. I'm going right to the end. My button popped. I had a Gary Underwood.
Oh, wow.
Gary Underwood.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
Man,
I knew.
great.
Thank you. I just had to crowdsource that. Sorry.
Cool.
I'm having a slightly mental breakdown,
wow.
but we're good.
It's a great gig. Yeah.
Oh, God, that sucks. Something like that. Anyone else? Don't fear the Reaper. I don't know if I know that one. You know that one?
Is that is that
yeah.
more cowbell?
Oh yeah. It feels like it goes right. Is it A though?
It's like A, G, F, and the open G is pedaling.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I used to know. I like
Oh wow.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
I totally forget that riff. That's a great tune. Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's muscle memory coming back.
Yeah.
I don't remember it, but if I just try and plow through it, I'll remember it.
Nice.
Something like, right?
Very cool. Yeah. Nice.
One last request. What you're doing from Rush first album. All right. Help me here.
The riff. To A. It does this double riff. It's like, what was it?
Oh! No. I'm out. I'm out.
We certainly could learn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of pentatonics in there. Rainbow in the Dark.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah.
F.
Right.
Sorry. Sorry about that one. I'm just going to apologize for everything right up front.
Hey, we're having fun.
Hopefully
they are too.
Yeah. You guys having fun? I'm going to take that as a yes. Oh, can you play some EVH? We just played EVH. What else we got in there? Oh, ZZ Top. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Right. I just made that part up.
Okay.
It does not do that. But you know what? I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
That sounded pretty damn good. And for a second there, you thought it was part of the song.
It should have been.
For one brief moment. All right. Please, for a newbie, 666. You know Number of the Beast by Iron Maiden?
Oh, God.
What is it done? Right. I'm fucking it up here. There's a part you can do. Down the step. And then just honk on the gate.
Does he do his gallop?
Yeah, right.
Does he?
Oh, that's Run to the Hills.
Oh, is it?
Run to the Hills.
My girlfriend's a huge Maiden fan, and she took me to my first Maiden concert in Toronto last year.
Wow.
And we met Steve Harris.
No way.
Yeah.
That's killer.
A friend of hers knew him and went to this pub, and
I was at NAMM and Nico McBrain was walking around.
Very cool.
Yeah, very tall guy.
Yeah.
And I saw, not to date myself, I saw Iron Maiden at the Cape Cod Coliseum, which is now a Christmas tree shop warehouse, and in the Yarmouth. And I think the place held 7,500 on its best day.
Okay.
The rafters were empty, so I'm going to say there's about maybe 4,000 people there, maybe 5,000.
Right.
And it was on the Peace of Mind tour.
Wow.
Summer of '83, August of '83.
Wow.
Just got my license that past winter.
Okay.
And driving down to the Cape to go see Iron Maiden.
Nice.
I was like, wait, I could just drive there. It's like the revelation, right? Because you're so used to, like, how would I even get to a show? Oh, wait, I have a car now.
Right.
Right? It slowly dawns on you.
Absolutely.
We can go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What guitar am I playing? I'm playing the Idolmaker. I wanted to do something that I could tune up. My other humbucker guitars that were close by had a lot of locking locking Floyds and stuff like that. It's just a big pain in the ass. So I wanted something that didn't lock and had a humbucker in it. Okay. And a lot of my ones that don't lock right now are Strats.
Oh,
and I didn't want a Strat sound. I wanted a humbucker sound. So
right.
I went with the Idolmaker. Do you ever get copyright strikes for playing riffs? Yeah, Van Halen. I did. I did it. You really got me. And
really?
And they muted my audio.
Oh no.
Yeah.
How does that? Is it like an algorithm or something?
I guess it was a little too close.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm tempting fate right now.
I know. I don't want to join
in. Right. His hardest riff there is on the second one. Ready? Goes Right. They go. It's like. Okay. That's his. I swear he does it in the open. I think he does it right there. Okay. That is a hard riff.
Yeah.
That's one of the hardest because it's like, and out of the blue it comes this note at the end, and you're like, what the hell are you doing?
Right,
and most people play it up here.
Okay.
Right, and they're backing down this little B minor arpeggio.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think he goes.
Yeah, it certainly squeals better down there.
Doesn't it?
For some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh man! All right, guys. All right, 3 more minutes and we're out of here. All right. I just think you're just a honking A. Yeah. They're such simple riffs, but they, but when he plays them, suddenly they're good.
Yeah. Oh, you sound great, man.
You think so? Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's much appreciated.
Absolutely.
Ozzy, seen Tesla, Lady Gaga, Pink Floyd. Oh, we might be able to do a little Floyd. I was trying, what could we do for Floyd? It's like the world's worst tone for this song. It was like literally, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know it, but like I can sort of hear it.
Yeah.
That was I think that was damn close. That was damn close for
good. Yeah.
a total, oh yeah, Shy Boy. Remember that one?
Oh, was that
Shy Boy, Shy
Boy. That's not a
Boy.
Steve Vai tune? No?
It was a Steve.
Okay.
No, it was a Billy Sheehan tune.
Right.
That he appropriated for, right? I don't know if it was in C or D or G.
Okay.
Right. Shy Boy, Shy Boy. Right, that's what Vi would do.
Yeah. Right.
What about
Yankee Road?
Tobacco Road?
Oh,
yeah. I always get those confused, right?
Okay. Yeah. There you go.
Right?
I wish I could help you out.
He just right?
That's
so it's like C to D.
Yeah. That's right.
Right. I love that riff. That's a great riff.
That is a great riff, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Tallis. Yeah, Tallis,
Wow.
right. I saw Tallis in 1985 before he joined Billy Sheehan.
Wow.
Before he joined David Lee Roth, Billy Sheehan was in Tallis.
Okay.
And he played Celebration in Kenmore Square, if you remember that club.
Okay, yeah.
And they had Heavy Metal Night Wednesday night, and he played on Heavy Metal Night,
Man.
Yeah,
That's great.
It was crazy.
Do you know the Winery Dogs?
Yeah, right. So that's
band.
that is that's like a super group, right? Because you got Billy Sheehan, Richie Kotzen, who can sing and play his ass off.
Oh my God, what a voice!
Yeah.
And smoking player, obviously.
Yeah.
Mike Portnoy.
Yeah, It is. It's kind of like a super group.
It is. Yeah.
I run into Billy every year or two at the NAMM show, and he just could not be a nicer guy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great to hear. Yeah.
He, I always bring up the '85 show.
the '85 show?
Yeah, when I saw him in '85.
Oh, of course.
Because I was like front row, and I was like,
Right.
I just,
Yeah.
I just of that age,
Right.
where it's like the most important show ever.
Sure. Yeah. Have you met Paul Gilbert?
I have, I think. He's a super nice guy.
He seems it.
And not just that. I met him at NAMM, I think, 2 NAMMs ago, briefly, very briefly.
Yeah.
But I can't think of a better ambassador for the instrument.
Right.
I mean, the guy just
he's
really
so well spoken, and
he's just so guitar centric, and he just he really is a guy out there just pushing for it, just rock and guitar and he's like I said, you couldn't have a better ambassador for the instrument than Paul Gilbert.
Yeah, that's well put.
He really he keeps people interested in guitar. He has nothing but he has an obvious. He has an unbridled enthusiasm for the guitar.
Right, yeah.
I've
heard him crank away at like some tones where he's just like at half volume and it's like not an awesome sound, but he's just playing this stuff beautifully,
Well, he was on EVH Gear TV a few months ago, and he was talking about like getting out of his comfort zone.
Okay.
And he basically said, like, one of the things he sort of grew up on was, you might have like 2 or 3 scales that you go through in a tune, but that's about it. And he's like, you can pretty much stick with a couple of minor scales and be like 99% of the way covered in a lot of the tunes they were doing.
Right.
It's like, now that I'm older, I want to go through and I want to like chord, I want to play the changes. I want to hit all those chord tones, and I want to sound like I know what I'm doing, and I'm not just like flailing around in like 2 or 3 different scales.
Right.
And that is a much harder endeavor, especially as you get older. Then and so I think what happened was he just took on Mercedes-Benz, right, by Janis Joplin.
Really?
Right. And so oh Lord, won't you buy me Mercedes-Benz, right? Friends all got Porsches.
Yeah.
Let's make amends. And he does like right, he does this like really crazy, and then he ends on like with like like a A over B, right? Big sus, right, at the end. So he reharmonized the whole tune with a much more complex chord set than the original chord. The original song is like 3 chords, 4 chords.
Yeah.
But he does it. He reharmonizes it much more intricately.
Oh, wow.
And now he has to play over that.
Okay.
And it's very challenging because he put all these like colorful chords in as substitutes.
Yeah.
And now he has to sort of accent them.
Right.
Without losing the fact that he's playing a classic, sort of blues tune, Mercedes-Benz, right? So, again, just quite an ambassador for the instrument, and that he's, he really is, bringing out. I guess what we all want is to become better players, right?
Sure.
And so he says, "Let me get out of my comfort zone, and let me just switch this out for something,
Right. Very cool. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. All right, guys. You know what? I think we're gonna call it a night. We gotta get Chris out of here at some point. It's a very common chord progression. 1, 5, 6, 4.
Little wing vibe.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
Right. and you can go like 4, 1, so like. Right. So there's the 1 at E, right?
Yeah.
You can go to the 4, which is A. Just to do that little resolution. You can even go to the 7. And it all works,
Yeah. I sounded like the Stones again. That's a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. They were all about that. They were all about that style.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Cool.
No, you rock. No, you rock. All right, we had a blast. I had a blast tonight. I hope you did too.
I did too.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll have to get Chris back here again at some point.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
We'll actually work something out before we.
We'll actually figure something out before we do it. But I wanted to get the opportunity to get him down here and say hello. Check out Lotus Land Band. What's some upcoming dates? I know you're doing. Just rattle off some dates if you know them off the top of your head.
Oh yeah, October 12th in Rochester, New Hampshire. October 13th, New Jersey Performing Arts Center. October 20th, Foxborough, Mass. Showcase Live.
That's where I usually see you.
Daryl's house in Pawling, New York on November 3rd.
Okay, upstate New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. There's more. I can't remember.
Okay. Check out Lotus Land Band.
Yeah.
LotusLandBand.com for all the tour dates. And check out clips of the band, which I think you'll be impressed. And there you have it.
You can find us on Facebook. Got a good presence there.
On Facebook?
Hey.
And Instagram? And Instagram?
No, sadly. It's
so
terrible.
Close.
Terrible.
So close.
So close.
All right, guys. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling up. No, you rock. I'm scrolling up. No. All right, here we are. I'm at the stop streaming. All right, dudes, we've been going 1 hour. 1 hour 22 seconds.
Very cool.
Perfect show.
Very good.
All right, guys.
Awesome.
Have a good night.
Thanks, guys.
And as always, rock on.